Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Most Evil, where we cover the most evil and horrific crimes that have ever been committed. Today, we are covering the Zodiac Killer. He operated in Northern California during the late 1960s and early 1970s, terrorizing the entire region with a series of brutal attacks that left 7 people dead and at least 23 wounded. The case remains unsolved to this day, and the identity of the killer is still unknown. The Zodiac Killer was an American serial killer and possibly one of the most evil people to have ever existed. What makes this case particularly disturbing is the fact that the Zodiac Killer taunted police. His victims were typically shot with a .22 caliber firearm, and he often used a knife to finish off his victims or to attack those who had survived the initial shooting. Was he a lone wolf or part of a larger conspiracy? The case has inspired numerous books, documentaries, and films, and continues to fascinate people around the world. Be sure to hit that like button for more videos. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you could ask one question about this case, what would it be? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What drove him to commit such brutal crimes, and why did he target couples in secluded areas? These are just a few of the questions that have yet to be answered. And the media, with letters and cryptic messages, boasting about his crimes, and even providing details about future attacks. Several people have come forward claiming to be the killer or to have information about his identity. But none of these claims have been substantiated. Authorities believe that there is a good chance that the killer is now deceased, but they have not given up hope of solving the case. One of the most infamous aspects of the case is the Zodiac Killer's letters, which were sent to newspapers and often included ciphers or puzzles that the killer claimed would reveal his identity. While some of these ciphers have been solved, others remain unsolved to this day. Another disturbing aspect of the case is the fact that the Zodiac Killer seemed to target couples in secluded areas, such as parks and beaches, often attacking them in broad daylight. Despite the extensive media coverage and numerous theories, the true identity of the Zodiac Killer has never been confirmed. In recent years, advances in DNA technology have allowed investigators to re-examine some of the evidence in the case. However, none of the DNA profiles developed from crime scenes have matched any known suspects. The Zodiac Killer case remains one of the most notorious unsolved mysteries in criminal history. The brutality of the crimes, the killer's taunting behavior, and the failure to bring him to justice have all contributed to his infamous reputation. Although the Zodiac Killer operated in the 1960s and 70s, there are still many unanswered questions surrounding his identity and motives. Although the Zodiac Killer is no longer walking among us, his legacy of terror and mystery lives on. As for me, I'm the host. And as always, thanks for watching.